Welcome to Small Town Times. Today we have Johanne Brousseau here, a former councillor. She ran for mayor last municipal election and a recent recipient of the YMCA Peace Medallion, right?
Yes, I am. That was yesterday.
Yeah, right on.
Yeah.
And so what did you do to earn this?
I was nominated by someone in the community, and
Hold it up so the camera can see it there.
Yes.
It's a nice little medal. There we go.
Very nice medal.
So you received that yesterday?
Received that yesterday, and I found out that there's only 1,900 recipients in Canada.
Oh.
So that makes it even more special.
Well, it's a nice program the Y has there.
It is a nice program. They give one per year to a community member. Why this was given to me was for the creation of Tour de Trout.
Right.
Okay, we've done 8 years of it. With avid swimmers, we swim the contour of Trout Lake, raising money for the Y, and the money goes towards the Strong Kids campaign, which we dedicated the money for children to use to learn to swim.
Oh, cool.
And very important because we have 2 big lakes in North Bay, and swimming is a life skill, and swimming is also a mental well-being aspect. If you're a swimmer, it's great to go swimming and de-stress.
Well, it's a healthy thing. You were a lifeguard and you train lifeguards, I think.
I do. It started the best thing that happened to my family was that we were raised on Fraser Street, 7 houses from the Y.
Oh, okay.
So when the Y was it was the Centennial Pool was built, my mom said, you guys are all getting memberships, because in those days 2 adults and any amount of children was considered a family membership.
Right.
And that's what you do when you only have 1 bathroom and you have 3 teenagers that want to shower every night. You send them to the Y to take lessons and take a shower there. So I took on to swimming like a fish. I was 11 then, and started to progress in swimming. And then the swim team was started, and I joined the swim team. And after that, I also continued on Sunday mornings. We took life-saving courses, became a lifeguard at the pool, and in the summer, a lifeguard at the beach. Even when I came back to North Bay after post-secondary.
Which beach?
I was a lifeguard at Sunset, then I was a teacher at Sunset, and then I taught at Lands and Forests, which is now Armstrong.
Oh, okay.
Our Olmsted Beach.
Right.
For many years. And then once I started my career and I was working at Lee Jeans, I worked Saturday and Sunday as a lifeguard. I was a rover, so if they were missing somebody, someone was sick, they would call me and I would go to that beach and work for the day. And so those were my weekends. Somebody was paying me in those days to be out in the sun.
Oh, and the water's paying off. Now you're getting peace medals.
Yeah. And
how much did you guys raise for
Tour de Trout?
Strong Kids?
This year we raised $7,300, but right now so far a total of $37,000 over the 8 years. So it's increasing in numbers. We have this year 50 people registered to swim, and we have many volunteers that donate. Our dock hosts, we allow us to go on their properties, kayakers, a wave runner that keeps us safe and visible in the water, land coordinators. So it's all crucial. They're not just swimmers. There's probably almost as many.
A
whole flotilla to keep everyone happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's a good program.
It is. And Trout Lake is the best lake because it's predictable. There's hardly any waves. Boat traffic. That's why we have our kayakers to keep us visible. But it is also a really nice lake to swim in because of visibility, and it's clear water, and you could swallow it and spit it out.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about...
Not like Lake Nipissing.
Well, Lake Nipissing, I can tell you we moved from Lake Nipissing at about 20th of June when the water warms up in Trout Lake. And by then, you have to make sure those teeth are shut because of the baby shads.
Yeah. There's a lot of life in Lake Nipissing, for sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
So got involved in life saving and that, but then later on came back to become a teacher for lifeguards and instructors and an examiner. With my friend, we would go all over. If anybody's ever taken swimming lessons at a camp, we would go to Madill, we would go to Temagamis and go to these camps. the kids were there for 2-3 weeks, and they were taking an intense swimming course, and we were there to the higher levels. They needed to be examined by an examiner so that they could get their awards. Did that, and then...
Bit of a deficit of lifeguards there these days. This summer was tough, right?
Oh, and last year too. And the whole reason for that is it is costly to keep up with your certifications, first aid and swimming certifications every 2 years.
How much?
I don't know. So a few hundreds now.
Yeah.
And also your time dedicated to stay in shape or to take those courses. But what happened during COVID is all those students they went on to other jobs and probably realized I'll work the restaurant, have a better pay because I'm working for tips. So they were out of the system. So we had to come back and train and work from the bottom and bring more up.
Bring in a new generation.
Bring in a new generation. So it might take another year or two before it's stable again. After when I was 25, someone told me I should they were taking the scuba course.
Right.
And they got me, so I fell in love with that. My adventure for scuba diving, saltwater and freshwater began, and it was a great way to learn biology, with all the fish. And I, probably 26, 27 years old, the club asked me to become a teacher, a scuba instructor, and I volunteered for 15 years for the club with that. Yeah, so, and now... Since 2005, one triathlete, Viola Burke, said to me, "Oh, Joanne, I'm going to do a course for people that want to try a try. I want them to show them how to bike, how to transition from a bike to the run, to the swim, to the bike. Can you come and help out? Because they're coming into the pool and they need pointers on their strokes." So I said yes, and I get there, and Viola goes, "Oh, Joanne's in charge. Bye, Joanne."
Yeah.
So that started the beginning of a boot camp.
Yeah.
And then I would always say to them, because we would always swim around the islands of Trout Lake, of the cove. It's kind of boring after a while. So I said, wouldn't it be nice to swim around Trout Lake? And it was Mike Burke, this was 2015, who came back and said, "I figured it out, Joanne, let's do it."
Oh,
and good. But he was thinking the length, being from Nova Scotia, the length of a lake is good. So we were 3 swimmers, and we did it for 5 days in a row. And it was tough. This was the first time I met Al McDonald at his dock, and Mike introduces me and saying, "By the way, Joanne's going to do a fundraiser for the Y next year with this." So that's how it started. I was tired. I had no more energy left. On day 4, we were leaving Al McDonald's dock, and I said that to the 2 guys. "Oh, no, Joanne, come on, you'll be fine, you'll be fine." They were afraid I was going to quit, but they were also tired. So from there, we swam to the middle of McPherson, and then the next day, the middle of McPherson to Mike Burke, which is at the end of McPherson.
Yep.
We realized that not too many people could do that 5 days in a row. We split it up, shorter distances, and every second day. And we got more people to join in. But then my sister kind of took over the land coordination and made me realize that it's not all about swimming, being a triathlon. These guys need to run, they need to bike, so they can't make them swim every 2 days. So we spread it out again, and now we're doing it twice a week, alternating days, and it's working really great. And this year we had 50 people registered.
Yeah, I saw the evolution as you started out, and the things have really come together.
Yeah.
Right on.
And there's a camaraderie amongst swimmers. You might have that with your hockey team, but amongst swimmers, yes.
And Viola just won what was that?
World Championship.
World Championship, yeah.
World Championship.
Yeah,
she made the podium.
I was hoping to book her for the Lisa's to North Bay with Love show, but she was left the province already.
She's already gone to BC, getting ready for skiing, I'm sure.
Yeah, no moss on that stone.
No. But great for her. And but she's been doing this a long time. I think since she was 40. So probably
Where
over
was she
30.
She won the Worlds?
Hawaii.
Oh,
I think it's the 8th time that she qualifies for Hawaii.
Well,
yeah.
And she must be in the master class or something like that, or is there?
They just have age categories, so she's in between the 70 to 75 category right now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she's been through a lot of injuries and stuff like that. So she's must be quite determined.
She is. She is. Nothing slows her down. And when it's great. She has a vision. She has a goal, and she sets her program, and off she goes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's really good. Congratulations on the tour, Trout Lake Tour, or what's the proper name? Tour de Trout. Tour de Trout.
It came as, again, we were at Viola's house swimming on a Monday morning of a long weekend, and her husband was cooking us pancakes after. And one guy just said, "Oh, we should do Joanne." And they're bikers. These guys are cyclists, not bikers. Yeah. And they went Tour de France. Are you watching it? Are you watching it? And then they went Tour de Trout.
Yeah, there you go.
So that's how the word came, the title came out. So we stuck with it.
Well, it's a good cause. Strong kids with the Y. It's an important part and often left out of budgets, family budgets, right? So
yes. And like Nicole B. was saying yesterday, with this money, any child in North Bay, if they want to, they can apply for the funding and they can take swimming lessons at the Y.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Well, let's get out of that pool.
Yes, let's get out of that pool. Okay.
Let's jump into the council chamber pool.
Oh,
I know you've been going to a lot of meetings.